Hello students, welcome to EasyElimu Learning Simplified. I am your teacher, Mr. Stanley Ombogo. So dear students, in the session that we are about to have right now, we are going to look at uh, the language and style that we have in Act 1, Scene 3. So remember that in the previous videos, we have looked at Scene 1, that is by looking at the events in scene 1, the character portrayals and character roles. We also had a chance to look at the thematic concerns that we have in scene 1. So we did the same to scene 2, and now we are in scene 3, that is language and style. So, dear students, before we look at the language and style that we have in this scene, maybe we remind ourselves, let us have a review of this scene, what the scene is all about. So in scene 3, just like we had discussed in the previous video, we are told that scene 3 takes place a week after the meeting that was held in the mayor's boardroom, that is inside, the municipality headquarters. So in attendance was the mayor himself, who chaired the meeting together with other key leaders of the Maracas municipality. So scene 3 takes place after that meeting, after the previous meeting. So in scene 3, we are having it is an exclusive members club, so not all leaders in Maracas municipality are present here. So the scene takes place at the Madingo Golf Club. So remember, when we were doing an introduction of the novel, we talked about the setting. So we did mention that, or I talked about other settings that are also in the scenes, meaning that apart from the geographical setting that we know about, that is the Caribbean, we said that there are also specific settings that are mentioned in this scene. Like an example now, the setting in the scene is at the Madingo Golf Club. So we are having Mosi, that is Mayor Mosi. We are also having a harvester and Inspector Bembe. So Mayor Mosi refers to Inspector Bembe and Harvester as dependable allies. He's two dependable allies, meaning that he can count on them. He can count on them when he is in need, or maybe when they want to come up with maybe a plan, like in this case. So uh, they are seated. They are seated. So we are told that in the scene, Mr. Harvest and Inspector Bembe are seated pensively, facing each other. Then the mayor enters with his bodyguard. So there are a lot of events that take place in this scene that we had talked about earlier on, as they try to still find a way of doing what? Find a way of ensuring that they get away with all these um, allegations. So that is just a review of what happens in that in the scene. And remember, we had delved into it and looked at some of the major events. So, dear students, on to start us off, what we are going to look at is number one, under the language and style. Number one, we have imagery. So imagery, we had talked about what imagery is all about. So remember, just like I said, these styles are repetitive. So the only difference that we have is the what? Is the illustrations that we use based on the scene that we are analyzing, or based on the scene that we are going through. So we are going to look at metaphor and hyperbole, that is under imagery. Then next, we are also going to look at idiomatic expressions that have been used in the in the scene. And again, there is also irony as a style that has also been used in this scene. Remember, irony is simply the what? I mean, saying something that is opposite to what you really mean. So to create some maybe emphasis. So we're also going to look at that. Then there is also a saying. So we are going to look at it whether it is a wise saying or not. But we also having a saying. So let's start with the first. That is metaphor under imagery. So, dear students, metaphor is simply a comparison between two things that are not alike. So, it's like trying to look at certain similarity in two things of different what? Of different qualities. So, it is comparing two things that are not alike. So, for the first instance, for example, we have Inspector Bembe, who talks about Basdeo. So he says that their porcupine went straight to the bank. So he refers to Basdeo as what? As the porcupine. So this is when he talks about Basdeo in their meeting that they are having as an exclusive club. So again, Bembe refers to Ramdae as a dinosaur. So that dinosaur called Ramdae. So if you look at porcupine and dinosaur being used to refer to human beings. So it means that there are certain similarities or traits of a different thing that is witnessed or seen in another different thing. So that is what metaphor is all about. So porcupine and dinosaur have been metaphorically used. Then go to the next style, dear students. We have hyperbole. So again, we had also mentioned what hyperbole is, and we said it is an exaggeration, or in some cases can be called an overstatement. So an example, when I say that which example should I use? I want to think of an example that is not in the that is not in the what? That is not in the play. So if I say that the athlete ran at a supersonic speed, it may be rain at a jet speed, something of the sort. That is, exaggeration, because we know the limit of human beings, even when it comes to sporting activities. So if we try and compare, the pace of a normal human being with the pace of a jet, then that is an exaggeration. It is something that cannot happen. So in the play, so the example that I've given is not within the play. So in the play, Bembe tells Mosi that you lost a tooth during a meeting in the boardroom. So remember, in the previous meeting that they held, some fracas ensued. That is, the likes of Ted, Seima, and Ramdae did not come to an agreement with the mayor, Mosi. That is after mayor failed to implement their request. That is to do some reallocation of the budget to ensure that they get some funds to help them fight or to save themselves from the accusations and allegations that is made. So when the two had a disagreement, remember they nearly fought, but they never fought. But then Inspector Bembe tells Mosi that you lost a tooth during a meeting in the boardroom. So it is an exaggeration. Sorry. Then next, Mosi refers to Basdeo as a greedy person. Hence, he says the porcupine can do anything to acquire power, even if it is selling her own mother. Like, come on. We know that no one can, sell their own parents. No one can sell their own parents, especially mothers. So you cannot be greedy to an extent of selling your own mother. So in that illustration that is used under hyperbole, that is the second point. Uh, it is having two styles. That is the porcupine. That is a metaphor, and again, selling her own mother. That is an exaggeration. It is found on page 40. Now, on to the next style. That is style number 2. So number 1, we are dealing with imagery. That is metaphor and hyperbole. So number 2, we have got that is idiomatic expressions. So looking at page 48, we are having some idiomatic expressions. There are some idiomatic expressions. That is on the last page of the scene, where we are told that, let me do some scanning real quick, just to get the information that I'm trying to retrieve. All right, all right, all right, all right. So there is this where we are told that so harvester, it is harvester that is talking. So harvester tells tells Mosi that Honorable Pasdeo should get a dose of his own medicine. I think we should also give Honorable Pasdeo a dose of his own medicine. We need some damaging information of him, on him. So the phrase a dose of his own medicine is an idiomatic expression. Then we also have a part where Moses says, still on page 48, so a part where Moses says that put our best foot forward, put our best foot forward. Here it is, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Almost there, almost there. I am not able to find it real fast. I'm not able to find it real fast, but again, it is there on page 48. So where Moses says that they should put their best foot forward in order to do what? In order to ensure that they win the battle that is already on. So I am still trying to, I like using evidences a lot. So I was just still trying to look at the what? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is on page 48, the second last line. Let us put our best foot forward because, as you know, I am protecting the public interest. So that is an example, another example of use of idiomatic expression. Then the next style, dear students, is irony. So let us just remind ourselves about what irony is. So we said that irony is when a character says something that is opposite to what they mean, or maybe doing the opposite of what you are supposed to do, doing the opposite of what you are supposed to do what supposed to do. So that is how best we can put it. So it is ironical that all the leaders in Maracas municipality are fighting and focusing on protecting their best interest when they should be safeguarding the safety of the citizens and their council. So they are trusted with the mandate of, taking care of the citizens and also looking and safeguarding the safety of the citizens who elected them into these positions. But what they do instead is that they are only fighting and focusing on protecting their best interests. So that is also that can also be used to talk about hypocrisy as a theme, but we are dealing with irony. Again, still on the same, Mosi says that he is protecting their public interest and should put their best foot forward when they are actually ruining it. So they are coming up with with unscrupulous ways of getting away with the accusations and allegations. But what they do not know is that their actions are only continuing to do what? To expose their weird behaviors and characters. So again, Mosi refers to Nicole as an enemy of the progress of the municipality, when ironically she is focusing to help the society. So to Mosi, Nicole coming up, Nicole being a teacher of ethics and innovation, and again alongside Alvita and Montano coming up with the Samaritan Act that indeed helps the people, Mosi is seeing something else. So he feels that the app will hurt or might hurt his reputation. So he calls Nicole an enemy of the progress of the municipality, while in real sense, they are doing what? They are stealing from the municipality. So we also have the last style in this scene, that is saying. So I don't want to call it a wise saying really, because it doesn't seem wise to me, but it is a saying. We will have killed two birds with one stone. So when we talk about killing two birds with one stone, it's like you're trying to do two errands at a time. You are trying to run some errands at a go, maybe two at a go, which in most cases is impossible. Or if it so happens, then it leads to some to some shoddy work and all that. So, dear students, one more time, thank you for keeping it EasyElimu, and please stay tuned for the next videos that are coming. Bye.